All right, guys. Johnny Boyle, you want to get us going?
Sure. Just wanted to get your thoughts on coming here, the decision in free agency and what made Seattle a good fit for you. We haven't really got a chance to talk to you about that.
Yeah, I think first and foremost was just the familiarity with the actual location. They were a team that was interested when I was coming out of college, so I took a pre-draft visit here. And I had just been in this environment, been around Coach Carroll, been around the coaches. And so it was just, that was like the start of it. And then secondly was being close to home. I'm from Sacramento, so being with the 49ers was a luxury. And then lastly, I think the system. I think I can play ball in any system, but it's convenient to be in a cover 3 system once again, around coaches that understand my length and what it does to a game, and just kind of culminating all those positives, and it was kind of a no-brainer for me.
Corbin?
Hey, Ahkello, welcome to Seattle. You obviously coming here, you just mentioned the relationship you had pre-draft with the team, but how important, a lot of veterans are staying away from OTAs. Mm-hmm. How important was you joining a new team to be out there this early in the process, and what's that been like so far on the field, getting to work with Carroll and the staff?
Yeah, I've been rehabbing a knee injury right now, just a very minor procedure, so I haven't been out there actually participating in any of the on-field activities, but just to be around and have my face be seen every day, talk football with Coach Carroll, with my DB coach, Coach Dre, and then I just started working on the field as well, so just kind of talking ball in front of them and just hearing the way they coach and building those relationships with Ken Norton. Stuff like that is stuff that you can't make up or can't get it when you're at home, just being on Zoom. So it's been very helpful, and I'm glad that I made that decision because I'm already reaping the benefits just in the last 2 months, as well as being healthy and being around the best training staff, the best athletic staff as well, just to make me complete when it's time to get going.
Michael Sean?
Hey, Ahkello, let me know if I have this right. Does your dad tell you that you suck before every game as a motivation?
Nah, I mean, it's more like after good games, honestly, good practices. Whenever I tell him something good from the day or after a good game, it's just like a humble reminder to stay diligent, stay grounded. And that's something that he's always been consistent on growing up. Always been my coach in all 3 of my sports that I played growing up. So it's just kind of our deal. It's like no one really cares about what you do well, just do better. And I think when you have that mindset, it just continues to push you to strive to be better person, better player.
When you signed with Seattle, you said keep that same energy. I think it was on social media somewhere. Mm-hmm. Do you feel like the energy is not where it needs to be in terms of people assessing how your first 4 years in the league have gone?
Yeah, no, I mean it's just the world of this game. There's a lot of confusion, I think, about my talent, and that is what comes with this business, and I have the job and I have the role to straighten people up, and that's what I plan on doing.
Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
Jen?
You mentioned watching this defense coming out of college, but how much did you watch the Legion of Boom, and what part of your game, if any, did you try to pattern after those guys?
Yeah, that was definitely a big part of my football savvy, I would say, growing up, just watching Sherm, watching Cam, Earl, Shed, Browner, just that energy that they brought to the game, and just understanding that it's not only about being talented, but bringing passion and bringing energy and inspiring the men around you. And I think that group did it better than any, and that's one of the reasons I was so interested in coming to Seattle out of college. If you asked me where I wanted to go, it was Seattle, just to kind of replicate that to the best of my ability, as well as the technical aspect and the football savvy that all of them had, and the approach to the game.
Curtis Crabtree?
Hey, Ahkello, it seemed like in San Francisco you had some great highs and some maybe not so highs. When things were going right, what went so right for you? And then maybe on the opposite side of that coin as well, when they weren't clicking for you, what do you kind of see happening in those moments?
Yeah, I think when I was healthy, I was the best corner in the league, and I'm not going to settle for anything else. Just when I got injured, I had 2 bad injuries that no one really knows about or cares about, and it's not my place to make people care. but you go out there, you fight, you push through, and if you're not at the best of your ability in this league and you're not healthy, it's difficult to stay at that level that it takes to be all-pro, that it takes to be a Pro Bowler. And so I'm just extremely excited right now just to be healthy, clear-minded, in a new environment, and I'm just very excited to put that on tape.
Joe?
Yeah, Ahkello, can you share maybe what those injuries were, and what years?
I don't know if I can, honestly. I mean, it doesn't matter. I appreciate your question, but it doesn't matter. I'm here now. I'm healthy. Y'all gonna see.
You had a fun matchup late in the year, well, a couple of them, but late in the year, I think especially against DK. Is that something you're kind of looking forward to in camp of having matchups against him and Tyler Lockett and getting you ready for the season?
Absolutely. You want to compete against the best in practice. Helps the game become that much easier. And I think that was another part of my decision was just being around Russ, being around DK, Tyler. Those are great competitors, great players, and when you can get that experience and get those reps in practice, it has no choice but to make Sunday easier.
And then, so just gotta ask it. You're staying in the NFC West. Is there any satisfaction of being in the NFC West?
Absolutely. I mean, playing teams that I've seen 2 times a year for the last 4 years is extremely convenient, as well as staying on the West Coast for my family. And then lastly, playing against the 49ers to fulfill y'all's idea of a rivalry or whatever. So it's fun and it's all competitive, and I'm excited to be a part of it.
Thanks, Kelly.
Art?
Ahkello, what, if anything, did you hear from Richard Sherman about playing in Seattle?
I called him about the decision, actually, and just kind of wanted to know what the culture was like. He said it would be a great fit. He was excited for me. Just very simple stuff, just stuff that I kind of have already heard, but I just wanted to confirm it from somebody that's been here. And he was very helpful and just encouraging for me to make this decision.
Bob?
Yeah, Kello, you mentioned Seattle's defense in the cover 3 you thought would be a really good fit for you. I guess what is it about that, your sort of your skill set and the way they do things that you think really fits well?
Yeah, I think press and the length that it takes to play cover 3, playing out there on the island by yourself, it's important to be long, be quick-footed, stay on top, and the ability to catch footballs in the air. So those things, and as well as being smart and seeing routes develop and understand when it goes from zone to man, because that's the essence of this league, is it's zone until the ball's snapped, and then within 2 seconds you got to decide who's your pickup and go make plays. So,
Masvita?
Yeah, you've talked a little bit about this. I'm wondering just how you've learned about this being a business each year.
Mm-hmm.
Now your 5th year, you've talked. What are some of the things you've learned about this being a business in terms of just being in the NFL?
Yeah, I think the ups and downs of my career with San Francisco were just a great indication of the nature of this league. It just takes consistency, and it takes a consistency and a commitment to yourself more than anything. And when you finally grasp that, you understand that the daily opinions, the news, the noise, it doesn't really affect your daily approach if you don't let it. And that's kind of one of the biggest things that I took from my time there, and I'm extremely grateful for all those growing pains because I did not forget them, and I get to keep them with me and continue to grow as a person and as a player.
And then your ability to learn, like reaching out to Richard Sherman, just talk, where did you get that trait, to reach out and do your homework and those kinds of things? Just
being humble and just never acting like you know it all and like you've arrived and stuff like that. It doesn't do you any benefit to stay stagnant where you're at, always being comfortable learning, always being comfortable growing. And I think I've had great leaders that have showed me the importance of asking questions, showed me the importance of reaching out to people that have done it before you. And when you see that and you see the type of success they have, you have no choice really but to add that to your repertoire. And it's always been something that I've had naturally, just being inquisitive, being curious, staying curious. And just the growth that comes with that. Once you get into that, it grows like wildfire. You want to keep learning more, keep understanding people more, keep learning the defense more, and it just makes you more complete as a player.
Tim?
Hey, Cole.
being that you watched Seattle's defense so much when you were in college, as you said, what was it like to get a chance to play with Richard in San Francisco? And maybe what were some of the things you learned from him that maybe didn't stand out when you just watched film, but you had to be alongside him on a day-to-day basis to pick up those things?
So first, watching, I think, in college was just about the energy and the passion, and how you can bring a group of men together just by being consistent and being extremely competitive. And then playing with him, I think the biggest thing I got from him was just that confidence, just to show up every day and know that you're there for a reason and that your technique and your hard work and your effort is what gets the job done, and not making stuff up. Just go out there, read step, stay on top, and make plays.
Again, so lucky he started it. Now he's going to finish it. John Boyle, last question.
I had a non-football one. I want to hear about the family musical talent. How much of that passed down to you? I've heard you play the drums and sing, maybe?
Yeah, I can sing, play the drums. I can write music. Got it from my grandfather. My dad can sing, write music. My sister can write music, sings as well. So we're all very talented and enjoy just that space and that peace that comes with singing and creating.
You still do all that? You stay involved in it?
Oh, yeah, I got to. Yeah, it keeps me sane, for sure. Every day in the shower, free time in the off season, stuff like that.
You got anything you want to sing now before we close this out?
I wasn't going to put him on the spot, but that's...
Oh, no. Y'all can't get that. That's private.
All right. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Kello.
Yeah.
Thank you.